What's the crack, lads? Welcome to our Friday stream. Welcome in. Red, welcome in. It's good to be King Collar first. Yes, man, it is. Thanks for getting into the chat, lads. Anyone that's here, Malt, Red, DVD, Andrew, Cranky Pants, Simi. Welcome in, boys. We're just going to be doing a short stream today. And I'm going to pretty much leave it up. I'm hoping to play. I was going to play some Road to Glory as normal. But we can also do co-op match, or not co-op matches, friend matches if you want. So let's see what we want to do. Yesterday the game was playing really, really good for us. This is only going to be a short stream because I do have to head away at around 2:30. So it's only going to be about an hour of a stream, but we said we get a couple of games in. We are in Division 5. And hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of more games in. Bruno is the most OP midfielder in the game. I slightly disagree, man. I mean, if you're talking about Bruno, there's no doubt that this player of the week, Bruno, is extremely good. Where is he? Oh, I've opened the packs on this one, lads. I've opened the packs on this one. Audio not synced. Let me know if the audio is okay, lads. My screen is so dark at the moment because it's so dark out and this light isn't working. Let me just check if I can add this light. I can turn this light on a bit. But yeah, my camera is a bit weird, lads. I'm getting my haircut today as well. So yeah, everything should be good, man. I don't really change much in my OBS and stuff. Audio is off for you as well. Okay, interesting. What are you watching on? You on mobile? If you refresh, just let me know if it fixes when it refreshes, lads. I haven't changed anything, but there could be a slight audio. My camera, you can see, it could be the camera that's the issue, lads. It could be the camera. Yeah, I mean, look, Road to Glory is fun because when you lose games, it doesn't really matter because you're not expecting, if you come up against a God squad, you're not expecting people to be, you're not expecting to beat a lot of people in it. Maybe this camera is the issue as well. Let me just check something, lads. No, that's even worse. When I go too bright, there's a flicker in my camera. It might be better. We'll leave it at that for now, even though it's going to blind the head off me. But yeah, I mean, let's get cracking with this and see. Hopefully the audio is okay. It should be fine, but let me know if it's not, and we can try and fix that. But I will get over here. I just need to change my monitor over. All right, here we go. So we had some good results yesterday. Video is 2 sec ahead, I feel. What are you watching, man? Are you watching on mobile or are you watching on your PC? Because mine looks okay here. Stream is healthy. Stream settings. Interesting. Chaz, what's up, brother? Yes, it is. Co-op is coming back next week. Yep. I mean, I knew it was going to come back, but I think they were kind of waiting. I'm still intrigued as to what they're going to add to it down the line. Because I think, like, once the initial wears off, once the initial kind of hype wears off. Lads, let me know, is the stream audio off? Because if it is, I might have to restart the stream itself. I think I know what could be wrong, but Naxi, welcome in, bro. Yeah, co-op definitely was well received. I think they'll just need to change a couple of things with it. Yeah, Marquinhos is a beast, man. He is a beast. Right, we'll go straight into a match, lads. Hopefully everything is okay. I can't see anything on my end that's an issue. Yeah, I think there will be a co-op league or a rankings. I think that they'll kind of tie it in to the co-op a little bit better. They need to add a lot of stuff to co-op, man, in 2023. Like, you need to be able to have an invite function. You need to be able to have a password function that works a lot of the time. You need to be able to have a lot more stuff than what they currently do have. I know that they were just testing it out from a server point of view. And I think that at that point, I think that it was a success because at the end of the day, right, if people are happy enough with 90% of the games, even 80% of the games that they play online, I think that's kind of a win in this day and age, because you have to understand, you know, if you're playing somebody that's on the other side of the world, like with no region lock, oh, we're in trouble, boys. We've no sub goalie, man, and Thiago Silva's down as well. Okay, Gavardi can come in there. Might start Martinelli. No, we're happy with that. We're happy with that squad, lads. Robbie Jobby's going to start as well. No, we'll bring on Robbie, lads. Messi's going to start, I think. Let's see this guy's team. Okay, he's playing he's definitely playing a sub tactic. I would say that he's probably playing a 4-4-2-4. So we might be able to dominate midfield. Let's see. He's got a good squad. It's going to be a tough game. No friend match today, Mal. We'll see. We might do one after this. We'll see how the game is playing. We might do one. Chaz, I think 5v5 would be absolute carnage, man. Especially the problem I think at the moment with the mode is the same problem that the 1v1 game has, and it's too chaotic. There's too many interceptions. There's too many things that happen that don't make sense in the game in terms of like patterns of play. But I do think that can be easily fixed. Just slow down the gameplay, tone back the interceptions to an earlier build, or even improve it from what it was, and see how you go that way. Now, this guy is going to be very horny, lads. I know already. He's pressing me already, which might suit me. King! Yeah, we're going to get chances against this lad. And we just need to take them when we do. Like that. Because this guy's going to be very, very pressured. I already know he is. And that's what it is, man. A lot of the time when I'm playing this, it's all about, right? If you want to improve at this game, you have to learn the mechanics of the game. But a lot of the time, it's just about surviving the carnage when you don't have the ball. That's basically what it's about. You know, and just getting bodies on the line, getting bodies in the way, not letting your opponent have like quick passes so that, like, look at this guy, man. This guy has got no control over his players. He's just one touch passing. He's going to press as much as he wants. He's going to leave acres of space for me, as we see here. And I should be able to beat this guy fairly easily unless he gets a couple of lucky goals. Like, look at the space that I'm creating there from very little attacks. Like, look at all these players. They're all into one area. But that's how most people play the game, because there's no real risk for it. Like, you know, you don't need to defend so much in the game. You don't need to defend too much in the game, because the game just kind of does it for you. This guy is just going to literally... I'm going to have one, lads. Collar! Hello, Messi. There we go. Beautiful play. This guy's rushing in, man. This guy's rushing into tackles against me, and I just have to be patient with my play. But the problem is that when this works, right, when this actually works for you, and you're able to dribble and you're able to do things like that, when the connection is fine, it's brilliant. But if the connection is bad against this guy, I won't be able to play that way. So his style will suit better that way. Because my style is all about holding possession here and not letting him have the ball. You know, not let him quick counter. And that's what it's all about. But when that doesn't work, and you can't make those little intricate passes, then I'm in trouble. Because look, he's just going to break on me. One touch pass, barely has the ball, looking for simple passes all the time. And then it just becomes a case of whether or not I can withstand it when he has the ball. And when I have the ball, I need to be able to press him. But that's what, like, I think that's where the game is kind of falling flat a little bit. Is that this guy is probably used to winning games just by, you know, bombarding attacking wise. Whereas, like, my playstyle is not going to be rewarded as much as his. Now, if I was playing this hardcore mode, I mean, I'm probably switching to a 5 at the back here now and just frustrating this guy. But I don't think we need to do it against this guy yet. Collar's gone. Collar's gone. Roof. Well done, Collar. That's mine. This guy's playing out wide, though. He's very unique. There's Gavardia, lads. Collar knock on. Oh, beautiful Collar. Grimaldo. Back to the king. Back to Grimaldo. Oh, cut inside. Ref. Surely, lads. Back post, Messi! Oh, what a goal. What's the crack, Skin? Welcome in. Alex, welcome in. I will probably start streaming on Twitch, man, but we've always just streamed on YouTube. This is a good start, lads, to the road to glory. We're happy enough with this. I'll probably change formation now because I know what this guy's going to do, man. He's not going to change tack for the whole game. So we will score as many as we want to score here against this guy. But to be honest, I don't want to even leave him in the game. I just want to like completely take away his attack, which is going to be very, very pressured and bombing the ball forward. But when you're scoring headers like that with Messi, that just kind of shows you that the game, you know, does have certain things that work and certain things that don't work. Go on, Messi. Oh, no. That was bad for me. Might give it back to me, though. See the one-touch pass, lads. He's literally barely taking a touch on the ball. And he's passing into nobody. I'm not criticizing this guy, but it's just... That's kind of what works, you know what I mean? He's obviously got up the divisions playing this play style. And that is what works. Like, watch how little time he's spending on the ball. One touch. Touch. One touch. Cancels. So this guy knows what he's doing, man. He's just probably not used to coming up against somebody like me who doesn't play traditional press. Not saying that that's a good thing or a bad thing or, you know. But he's probably used to coming up against people that play fire with him. You know, press him and don't hold the ball as much. Whereas I've held a lot of possession. You know, 65% possession. I've just suffocated him. So, I mean, I like coming up against guys like this. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. I mean, if you look at my squad, right, and you look at positioning-wise and pace-wise, like, Gavardia's got 68 acceleration, 61 acceleration, and 76 acceleration. Compared to his players, Gakpo, Mbappe, and Griezmann, and he's practically playing, you know, Lewandowski in an attacking midfielder role. He's probably playing a sub-tactic. I didn't see him switch it on, but you can switch it on without being seen if you do it quick enough before the match starts and the screen disappears. But other than that, I mean, like... He's not really doing anything. He's probably not used to coming up against somebody that doesn't... Like, usually people fight fire with fire. Like, that's usually what it is. So it's like, you know, one-touch pass. You'll see that this guy, he's still going to spam the ball forward. And he's still going to do his one-touch passing. So as long as I control that, you know, there's not a lot that this guy can do. And obviously you need a bit of luck as well. But I can kind of read exactly where he's going to go because he's doing one-touch passing. Oh, it's a terrible pass. On, ref. No free, no. Lovely collar. Lovely touch, collar. Now spread it like butter. Messi. All the way across. Oh, too slow, Messi. Llorente with the skills to pay the bills. Messi! No good. David, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Afternoon, Nathan. Afternoon. Oh, the king. He's loitering. Yeah, it's a goal. Ooh! There we go. I knew that was in the minute I left my foot, lads. I better not celebrate now. People will be giving out. I was taking this up of water, though. Happy Friday, David. Red, I'm good, brother. I am good, man. We're good. We're playing some good football. We're on top of this guy. We're enjoying it. And in fairness, lads, I think the game has been playing very nice since the last update. Since they took out co-op, I think the servers definitely have been a bit improved. Just feels a little smoother with the matchmaking. Maybe I'm just getting lucky. But even yesterday as well, we had some very flawless games. Good header. Love from India. Thank you, brother. King Collar, lads. He does it again. Oof. You see this guy one-touch passing, lads, all the way up the pitch. Like, it's pointless, man. I don't know why he's continuing to do it. But then, you know, as we said at the start, it's probably what he does pretty much 90% of his games. And usually it works for him. But it's not working today. Come on, Messi. Oh, man. He's getting lucky there. Could be 5-6. Changing to my sub-tactic, lads. Good save. Well, what are you up to for the weekend, lads? Any plans for the weekend? No. I'm going to be chilling. I'm away tomorrow. I was sick all week, lads. I'm only back proper a few days ago. Pretty much yesterday I was back feeling a bit better. Oh, Messi, you're off, yeah? He's so high up, man. Go on, Messi. Lovely. No, the ratings won't get updated for the packs until Monday. The levels. We'll have a look at the upcoming ones in a few minutes. Ah. Sané's putting in a shift today, boys. Nice, Matt. That sounds good, man. Yeah, I had barbecue. What night was it? I'm not too sure what night it was. Barbecue isn't very big in Ireland, I suppose, because of the weather and stuff. Come on, King. Will you run? He's dead, lads. I don't want this guy to score a goal, lads. Oh, no. We wanted that pass the other way. Needed to make that stick. Good save, though. He's off. Man, I need to shave. I can't grow a beard, man. I'm the most unhairiest man of all time. I'm not from the UK. I'm from Ireland. Go on, King. Ah, King. It's a bad pass, lads. Should see this one out. Should be safe. Surely go back post, will he? Yeah. It's a good ball. We'll take it. This guy's very easy to read, man. Not a bad player fundamentally with the auto-cancels and stuff, but we just mopped up the pressure in the start. And game was over at half-time, really. But you get games like that. We continue the route, lads. We're up. We need 1 point for promotion. 1 point is it. Lads, my hair. Look at my hair. I didn't even brush my hair today. I'm actually gone, lads. Gone sloppy, man. David, thanks for the super chat earlier as well, brother. Yeah, I kind of answered that yesterday as well in the live stream. I think the way they'll do it is any card you have, once it has a contract, once it's under contract, and you're able to give a contract renewal to it, you'll be able to keep playing with that player like for the foreseeable. But what eventually is going to happen is that you will run out of contracts, because I reckon that they will probably change the contracts a little bit when eFootball 24 comes out. Yeah, I got that guy under. All right, let's see who's up. Oh, King Collar's up, lads. He must have got a bit last night off the wife. He's happy out. All right, we'll start Messi. Can Sané play SS? No. Musiala. I think we have to start Eze, lads. Although Sané was a beast for me in that game. Yeah, Lang is pretty decent as well. We got him there as well. I think the star man of this formation, lads, is my left midfielder, Grimaldo. All right, this guy is playing a 4-2-4, so we'll probably need to change things a little bit here if we're under pressure. With the new season, Teo, we might change to the sub-tactic straight off the rip, actually. PZ, welcome in, bro. I think what they'll do, like, when eventually you're going to have more players out of contract than you have contracts to renew them. So eventually that's what's going to happen, I think. All right, let's see what this guy is going to operate with. All right, he's holding possession a little bit, which is unusual for the formation he's playing. Need to spread it out. I just got caught in possession there. That's just unfortunate. Yeah, you can have a pop. The young stars, I think. The young stars choice. I'll show you after this match. On King, they've never looked at a specimen like you, King. What a ball. Oh, I was hoping for the rebound to King Collar, lads, but we just got lucky there. We just got lucky. It was a lovely switch across, but yeah, I feel a bit sorry for that guy there with that own goal. I do. I didn't really deserve that. I just put it low because I knew that he wouldn't finish if I put any more speed on that. Got the overlap. That's a good passage of play, lads. Great save. Oh, brilliant defending from Marquinhos. That's why he does it, lads. That's why he does it. What a save and header from Marquinhos. And then Collar again is the perfect foil. We've got a similar player that we're playing against here, lads. A very heavy attack-based player. And he's very pressuring me. Lovely. Oh, man, he's eating me up possession-wise. Well on, Pedri. What a pass. First time stunning, is it? Might fall to me. No, it still will. Reverse nuts. I shouldn't have done that. I should have let it go out of play. All right, though. Oh, what a bad touch, man. Ah, Grimaldo again. This is vintage Road to Glory football, lads. Up to... Ah. Pedri's unreal, man. Alex, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. We're dominating again with the king. Knock on. 2-0. Ah. Oh. Love the Mbappe training guide vid. I retrain my free Mbappe using the opportunity Konami give us. Yeah, everyone should try out different things while it's free. Man, they're so overpowered, those finishes in the bottom corner. The keepers just literally cannot touch them. That's just to gain a bit of luck. I think Pedri is top 5 in the game, yeah. Any version of Pedri. But that whole player version of Pedri, I think, is the ultimate. Sometimes the game is just about, you know, breaking the break, so to speak. Oh, Collar. Oh, Collar, do it for me. Oh, he just got away. See, if that's Romario there, lads, you know what's going to happen. It's a cheeky chip-up goal. Ah, unlucky. Stephen, yeah, I think that young players pack is going to be insane. Lads, how good is Thiago Silva, honestly? How good is he? He's so good. We got the pace. We got the finish. We don't. All right, get set again. Get set again. Oh, lads, Pedri is delicious with the passing today. Put it in back post. Back post! Too close to the keeper. Pedri. Oof. Yeah, we'll go through all the players at this because it's going to be a short stream, lads. I will be heading away at around 2:30. So we will be doing a short enough stream. That's it. Go through him. That's it, Eze. Oh, my passes just need to start sticking. Oh, lads, this is vintage spreading. Oh, Messi nearly. That'd be one of my best goals I've ever scored. Pedri. Grimaldo. Oh, we're trying too fancy now, lads. I'm out of position too. Lovely, we've got time. If in doubt, just boot it out, lads. That's my motto. Messi. Oh, I hate that little stop stutter run, lads. Did you just see that? He's playing a lot of one-touch direct passes. That'll take us to half-time, though, man. I notice when I deduct stat that is responsible for speed, I get less overall as opposed to auto-allocating. Is overall meaningful at all? No, Alex, it's not, man. It's not. Genuinely, it's not. I'm actually working on a video at the moment. I did one a while back about the overall. The overall pretty much is just a visual thing. Oh, what a goal! Grimaldo again. I'll do a video on it. I have a video on it coming. Yeah, obviously the best version of the player is going to be close to his max overall. But there is really no difference when you're training players. Like, for example, if you're training up a centre half, okay, you might be better off give 6 or 7 points into dexterity to get his acceleration up to 75. But, like, his overall would go higher if you put it into aerial strength. But you might, you know, you don't really need aerial strength in this game, especially if you're training up somebody that is just going to be like a defensive monster back there, like Marquinhos. And people get obsessed with overalls, but I think it's more beneficial to just train players that suit your play style. As we're playing some vintage football. I didn't think I'd be 3-0 up against this guy. The fact that he's playing 4 up front and I'm playing a 3-man centre mid. Or 3-man CBs. But look where Caicedo is. He's deep, man. Lovely. Grimaldo's a beast, man. This version of Grimaldo is an absolute beast. Simple finish. There we go, 4. Players get too tired. Yeah, well, stamina is a key one as well. I'll show you a quick little video after this one because we have probably confirmed that we are. I didn't think that I'd get promotion this easy or this quick. I thought that we'd probably like lose or draw a game. So it looks like we're going to get promotion after this one and be up to Division 4. Nice play. But the connection, lads, I must say, the connection has been super smooth for me the last 2 days. Vazzy, welcome in, brother. We need a classic 2002 World Cup squad. Oh, man. Roy Keane would be insane. Roy Keane, Steve Staunton, Kevin Kilban. Oh, man. I mean, they should. That's what I said all along. You know, they should target... You know, they don't have to target if they want to add new legends. They don't have to target the best of the best of the best. Yeah, obviously Beckham and... You know, Zidane and Henry and all those, Romario, Ronaldo, like all of those are going to be huge draws, like worldwide. But they could just round off their legend cast with like lesser known players, you know? Like, you know, they could, obviously there's a big difference between the likes of like maybe Shevchenko and Zidane or R9, you know, in terms of cost, in terms of acquiring the legends. And I know that they wouldn't make as much money like from those legends, but you know, they wouldn't need to. It would just be about having different type of legends. I like Ronaldo, lads. I'm going to be honest. Bad pass. Offensive AI is so unpredictable. They do their best to take up the worst positions. Yeah, well, I mean, the AI controls a lot, man. The AI controls a lot. And the better player that you are, it means that you're just able to... Oof. The better the player you are, like if you look at the top 50 or even the top like 500 players in the game, the better players are able to like, they just know exactly what runs the AI are making. They know exactly when to pass, when not to pass. They're able to look for the triggers. They're able to look for the automated stuff. And that's what it is. Yeah, some people like... We will touch on the overall in a little bit, and I will be doing a video on it because it doesn't make a difference. It's just a visual thing. Some people want to have, you know, a visual thing, but for all intents and purposes, you should always try and build the best version of the card that suits you, rather than, you know, building a card that's going to have the best overall. No, he's not scoring, lads. He's not scoring. No! It was a beautiful manual and all. GG. Hope you're good, Vazzy. I've listened to Barry for 6 months. I've been playing this game. His voice has built me a god squad with only spending 200 total in the game for the big time players that were my favorite. Well, that's the thing. I mean, we had a big talk about it yesterday where we talked about, you know, people always have the right decision and their own decision whether they want to spend money or not. And it's your real money. I mean, if I go out tonight and I want to with my, you know, I'm after working on... Well, I didn't work this week because I was off sick. But if I'm working all week, Monday to Friday, and I want to go out tonight and I want to spend, you know, 40 or 50 quid on a steak dinner, I mean, like, you know, nobody's going to turn around to me and say, oh, like, why are you spending so much money on that? Or why are you doing this? Or why are you doing that? Because, you know, realistically speaking, I could go to Tesco or I could go to any of the shopping markets, or I could even go to McDonald's and, you know, get my dinner for a tenner instead of spending 50 quid on a steak dinner. But I think when it comes to gaming, people kind of judge you on when you spend money on gaming because they're not doing it. You know, when somebody's not doing it, they kind of say you're paid to win or paid to play. The way I'd look at it is that if something adds value to your life and you can afford it, then I'm all for it. You know, whether it's a hobby, whether it's anything, spending game money in game or on anything, or buying video games, you know, buying pop figures, buying anything. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Once you are getting your enjoyment out of it and your value out of it, then that's all that matters. Oh, look at Messi. Good tackle. Yeah, Vazzy, I hope you've been good, man. Yeah, Alex, exactly. That's it. It's not the case at all. It's not the case at all. And I'll show you a couple of examples. My ultimate legend would be Roy Keane. And then I would say after that, I would probably say Zidane would be my ultimate. But then for like a lesser known player... Oof. GG, lads. For a lesser known player, I'd like somebody like maybe, you know, Varane or... I don't know, maybe Owen Hargreaves or somebody like that. Somebody kind of different off the beaten track. You know, Gattuso is there, obviously. Pirlo, Ambrosini. You know, Pato, a legend card for Pato would be good because he was a PES legend. Obafemi Martins would be a good one. Rui Costa would be a good one. All right, lads, so we get 5 wins from 5. We've been banging in the goals. We've only conceded 1 goal in 5 games. So that's how I know. That screen right there is why I know that the game is playing better for me since this update. Because I was conceding so many goals, even in the last division, Division 6. So I'm going to just show you something, lads, right? So the first thing I'll show you is about the upcoming cards, right? So the upcoming cards at the moment are... And I get a lot of people asking me this a question. But the upcoming cards at the moment are these ones. So let me see if I can zoom this out. All right, there we go. So player selection, these ones are here already. I know that the lads are working on an update for this eFootball DB because it is a bit chaotic at the moment. But there's fan choice Asia cards to come. You can see there. So they're them there. These player levels aren't fully accurate yet. Torino. I like to play with my main account, I would say. Or my Road to Glory, sorry. Swift. No, I haven't played any Division 1 this year. This week. Lucas, what's the crack, brother? What's the crack? We're good, Lucas. Countdown to the big giveaway. Yes, brother, yes. Shevchenko would be a beast, man. Yeah, I mean, there's like, you get so much free stuff in this game that you don't need to. But these are the big, you don't need to spend money at all. These are the big cards here, I would say, that are going to come. I mean, Casado is still there. And Martinelli, and they're the 2 worst players on this list. These are the fan choice. So these are what people would have voted for in the Young Star survey. Obviously, you've got the big names, you know, Pedri, Leao, Foden. So, yeah. There's a lot to come with these. Now, obviously, these player ratings will be updated on Monday. They're not the official ones because they don't get added until Monday when they actually go live. The players are loaded up onto the database when they're there, like a week or 2 in advance. But the official ratings don't come until the server maintenance is over. Lucas, I don't know about Pedro being nerfed, man. I literally just scored an absolute banger, and he gave 2 man of the match performances in my first 2 games. He scored an absolute banger, stunning shot. I think Pedri is one of the best players in the game, definitely. But it depends what version of him. Yeah, well, Adriano is in the game. There, but they just haven't released him yet. So there's a lot of players there that they haven't released. And then obviously any of the player selections that are coming are going to be coming there. I think Pedri is the top 5. These highlight players are all in the pack with the big showtime. But yeah, I mean, look, I'll give you an example, right, of one player that I was looking at earlier, which is Pedri, right? And if you take a look, actually, what version will him? We'll just do his standard, right? He's got 36 levels to go, which is the best kind of one to look at, right? This Pedri, when people are talking about ratings and overall ratings, and if, Alex, if you're still here as well, I will do a dedicated video on this, right? But if you look here, right, and this is kind of the key to it, of understanding how to train players up, and then being able to have a bit of game knowledge yourself as to how you play, right? Because there's no real difference between a player that has got like 80, 89 passing and 90, but there is a big difference in the points that you're going to use, right? So up to 4 points, it takes 1 training point. Up to 8, it takes 2. So the first 4, it only costs 1 training point, right? And I know I'm really dumbing down this for any newcomers that are in the chat, but I'll go through it fairly quickly. Then it starts to take 2 points to get to the next level. Then it starts to take 3 points to get to the next level. So you kind of have to make a decision. Do I want to spend 3 points here to take him from an 88 to an 89, right? And bring, go from an 83 overall to an 84 overall? Or do I want to, chill out with the 88 or the 87, right? So when you actually, if you go over to eFootball DB or whatever, and you max out his stats or max out his level here, you will see if you max out one of his stats, what his best stats are to train up if you're focused on overall. So if I max out his passing is going to be the best thing for this card. 88 on that, 87 on that, 85 on that, 88 on that, 86 on that, 82 on that, and 83 on that. So straight away, if I'm looking for the top build on this card, I'm going to focus on passing, dribbling, not dexterity too much, but lower body, right? But the problem is, if you want to build a player, and you're building a player when you're focused on the top overall for the player, right? You have to put in a lot into lower body strength, right? So say you put 12 into lower body strength, but you only put 4 into dexterity because you're focused on getting the best version of the card. That frees up, maybe 12 for passing, or 10 for dribbling, 10 for passing, and then you've got a 92 rated version, right? You're not going to need anything into shooting. You're not going to really need anything into aerial strength. You could pop a few into defense if you wanted to, but it's probably wasteful because he just defends anyway. So if you wanted to, you can pop another 2 into passing. You're still only going to get a 93 rated version of the card, right? But arguably, I would say that that's not probably the best version of the card, because it depends on the team play style as well. Yes, exactly, just as I was saying. So on a standard card like this, you also need to navigate his team play style. So if you want to fit him into a team play style of possession, you will obviously have to pop in maybe 3 into that, maybe 2 into that to get him to 90, and then you have 1 more which will bring him to a 93 overall. But that version of Pedri that's a 93 overall, for me, it's too imbalanced. Like, there's no need in putting the dribbling stats that high. So at the risk of taking down his overall rating, I'm probably going to have a better card than I would if I was to stay for the way I'm going to play, right? 80 speed and 92 stamina is more than enough. And then I would literally, with all these points here, I would probably pop in maybe 3 into defending. It's not going to change his overall, right? If I put 3 into defending. And I'd also probably pop in a few more into dexterity to get that up to there. And that's how I would probably train him up then. He's still going to be a 93 overall, but he's going to be built in a very different way. Plus, I'm not wasting, any stats on stuff that I don't need. Like, there's no big difference between having 87 dribbling and having 88 or 89 dribbling, apart from the boost that you're going to get. And if you find that you want to do that, you can basically go that route. Because when you have the player form arrow, the live data update isn't there at the moment, but when you have the player form arrow, where he gets a form arrow boost in game when his arrow is pointing up and it's this color, you will get 90 in them 2 stats with the form arrow, and you will also get that acceleration to 88. So yeah, while the dexterity is probably a little overkill there, it depends on how you want to train your player. Do you know what I mean? Because the higher overall that you have doesn't necessarily mean that. Like, for example, another one is Tomiyasu, right? This is a big mistake people made when they got the big-time Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu is down as a right back. So his player overall here, right, is never going to reflect his rating as a centre back. Because if you look down here, based on his stats, in the position of centre-back, he's an 86 rated centre-back straight off the rip, right? So if I'm going to be training Tomiyasu up and I want the highest overall, I'm going to have to focus on lower body strength, right? I'm also going to have to focus on dribbling because he's down as a right back. I'll have to put a few into passing. I'll have to put a few into dexterity. And yes, while I can still get a good lad into defending, he's going to go to a 94 overall right back. So you're saying, oh, 94 overall right back, absolute demon. But I'm not going to play him as a right back. Tomiyasu is wasted as a right back. Even though he's a defensive fullback play style, you can see here that he's a 95 overall in this position as a centre back, right? So I'm going to say to myself, well, why would I train him up as a right back if I'm going to be playing him centre back, even though he looks like a 94 overall? So I'll show you, right? I'm going to take away passing. I'm going to take away dribbling. I'm going to pop everything in here, and I'm going to put his defending as high as it can possibly go. I'm going to take away this, and I'm going to leave this at about 80. And then I'm going to boost up his aerial strength a little bit. Not a massive amount. But now when we look at him, he's got a 92 overall as a right midfielder. But look at what he is as a centre-back. Down in the bottom right screen. 100 overall as a CB. He'll never show up as 100 on his card, because he's registered as a right back. But 100 overall down there is what he'll look into, you know. And you can add a lot of different stats to it if you want to. You know, he can even go. I think he can even go a little bit higher than that with the playstyle boost. But yeah, that is kind of just a little tip on doing that, you know. And you're still going to have every stat insane. So when you are training players, lads, don't worry too much about overalls and don't worry too much about making mistakes. On stuff like that. Phoenix, I have a video up on my channel, man, of Pirlo. I'm nearly sure if you search, I actually have one up. Yeah, it's definitely up there. Let me just have a look for you, and I'll link it in the channel below. But yeah, that is something just to keep in mind when you are. I think I have Pirlo here anyway. Maybe I don't. Did I not upload the Pirlo video? No. Let me see. Pirlo. I have a Pirlo here. Yeah, I have it here. Sorry. One sec. There we go. There's Pirlo. Gilroy, what's the crack, man? That should be it, man. That should be it, Phoenix. The Pirlo training guide for the big time, the epic. But yeah, people get bogged down in stuff as well a lot of the time, where they're focused on, you know, like having the best overall versions of the players and stuff like that. So don't make that mistake. And always, if you are in trouble with players, you have up until September if you want to retrain players. Like I've retrained Bellingham a few times, right? Here we have a Bellingham that's a CMF, and this is kind of how I've trained him, right? So I have his team play style set at 90. I haven't touched that. But for his player stats, I've 10 into dexterity to bring his acceleration up to 80. I have 8 into dribbling to bring his ball control and that up to 90. And then the rest I have 8 into defending. So if I was retraining this guy based on the role that I want him to play, I'm probably going to train him slightly differently. And I'll show you why. Because I want my player to kind of simulate what, if he's coming in instead of Pedri, I want him to be able to simulate that. So I can actually retrain him a little bit here. It's going to be free until the September 28th. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to like kind of tweak him a little bit. Not massively, but we're going to tweak him a little bit here to get the dexterity just a little bit different. The balance is still going to be high. We don't need to focus too much on his speed and stamina, so we'll probably cap it at that. Defensively, I'm going to probably train him a little bit more so that his aggression is a little bit higher. And then I'll probably pop that back into physical contact there. So it depends how you want to train him. Like his passing is only 84 there. That's probably a little bit too little. So I'd probably pop that back to 85 and then put the passing up one more to go to 85. Grello, what's the crack? Alex, no problem, man. I will be doing a video where I give you a couple of more tips and tricks on that. But yeah, the biggest thing is to not focus too much on the overall player. Now, if I train him up like this and I use him and he's not as good as I want him to be, and I'm like, oh, I wish he was just a little bit zippier, I'll go back, take away a little bit from his defense, and I'll put it into acceleration and balance. But yeah, I like these cards, man. Yeah, Peter. I mean, he is a good card, but he's difficult enough to train. Fred, welcome in, bro. Yeah, I do have Robbie, man. If I'm focused on Robbie, this AMF actually, while we're talking about him, he's pretty beastly as well. He's a good card. The only thing that lets him down is his balance and his offensive awareness as an AMF. Robbie Keane, I've trained already, and we've been banging into goals with Robbie Keane, lads. What we've trained him with is this. So we had to give him team play style proficiency. We gave him 3 into long ball. That's just how I trained him. And the player stats, 5 into shooting, 3 into dribbling, 7 into dexterity, and that's it. This card is handicapped by the fact that he does not have enough player levels to actually be meta. But I'm playing him as a sub. You know, I'm playing him as a sub that's able to come on. I would like to give him an additional skill of super sub and probably one touch pass because his passing is dirt. But yeah, it's free until September 29th, man. It's free. Like even this Pedri, right? If I'm training this Pedri up, I haven't even trained him up, like, and he's banging goals in for me. He's an absolute sensation in the middle of the pitch for me. Like, he's just so good, man. So yeah, if to reset these players, you can see there that it's free until the 28th of September. Yeah. You don't have to pay, but if you wanted to retrain, you know, if I wanted to retrain Marquinhos or whatever, like, it's going to cost me very little compared to retraining an Epic or somebody like that. So to reset him is going to be 170. But if after September, but to reset Bellingham, it's going to cost me about $500,000. It's going to cost me 450. So the big problem I see facing, lads, is when, like, if I go into my players here, okay, and I wanted to give a contract to somebody, say with the contracts, right? I have 216 days left in this card and all my cards because I started this road to glory like way, you know, not that long ago, okay? But the problem is that if you run out of contracts, I'm going to be in trouble. Like, if I run out of contracts, by the time that the contract starts rolling around, I won't have enough to train them. Now, there is a way to get contracts that you can do. I have a video up on it. But the biggest problem is that in the match pass, you only get like a 10-day contract here in the free one if you're staying free to play. And I think there's one at the end as well. So you get one 10-day contract here. And then you get another one here at 40. And then you get another one at the 50. So you get a 30-day contract every month. But, I mean, you're eventually going to run out of players. That's the problem. And run out of contracts. Under is good. I haven't really played with him too much. I've been doing a review on him. He's pretty decent. But I think the biggest problem is his balance. Balance is a hugely important stat for how I play. So, yeah. I think Keane is good, man. Yeah, Trent is beast as well. I would say I'd be playing Trent on the right flank of midfield. This formation, lads, if you are looking for a formation that's fun to play, I'm playing long ball counter, but my main attack is out wide. Like, Grimaldo and Llorente are my best players. Like, everything goes through them. Like, obviously I can bring in my strikers, but I mean, I shouldn't be able to score 3-4 goals against most defenders with an attacking option of Collar and Keane, or else free Messi. Like, not saying that the players dictate exactly how you play, but I mean, my team, this is a very, very, very average team that I've built in a month, and pretty much like stayed free to play. Like, I'm not even maxing out my players with the training. Like, I still have a lot of training to do on my players. So, like, any of these players, I haven't maxed out Messi. I haven't maxed out Musiala. I haven't maxed out Marquinhos. Pedri has got 23 levels to go. Yeah. Do you know what, lads? Right. We're going to leave divisions and start fresh with the divisions. We are going to play a friend match. So if somebody wants a friend match and limit their team strength to 2,900, say, we'll be fair on you. You'll still be able to get a fairly beastly squad. I'll test out Robbie Keane, and I'll test out the new kid that I have as well. I'll test out all the new players that I have, basically. If somebody wants to play a friend match. We've got Perisic. We've got this guy. How do you pronounce this guy's name, lads? Kuior? So I'll test out Lang AMF. I'll also test out Under. Who else do we have to test? Perisic, left mid. Who else did I get, lads? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. I don't play mobile, man. Alex is your man for mobile if he's still in the chat. Alex is the man for mobile. Yeah, if you stack your coins, Lucas, exactly. I haven't given him any additional skills yet. Nothing. One touch pass, double touch. One touch pass and double touch will be like beastly on Robbie Keane. But I have no additional skills given to pretty much anyone. I think I have a few skills actually. I might throw one on and see if I can get one for Robbie or else Collar. We'll see what Collar gets. I think I have an additional skill on Collar. No, I don't actually. We've 10 trainers. Long range curler. Okay, we'll take that. Marseille turn. Long range curler, duplicate. All right, we'll do 5 on collar, lads. Heading. Oh, that's beastly. Oh, no, we already have heading. What am I saying? Captaincy. All right. Yeah, Alex, I could do the trick on one of these players and see. I could do it. Where's Raquel? There's Raquel, lads. Ooh, there we go, baby. Will I gamble? Will I gamble and go one more? Fighting spirit. Oh, we're going to gamble, lads. We're going to keep gambling. Dipping shot. Ooh. No look pass. Lads, this is turned into a beastly upgraded card. Heading. Okay, we have heading. We could give all these, man. We could give all these to Robbie. Okay, Raquel. Let me see. We could give super sub to Robbie, lads. I think this would be an ultimate one. Yeah, but Alex, I don't have enough GP on this account, man, with the Road to Glory to do that because I would run out quickly. I have 1.2 at the moment. I thought it said Collar didn't have additional skills, lads. Am I missing something? Okay, so Robbie will be getting super sub, dip and shot, no look pass, and heading. What do you think, lads? Super sub is goated on Robbie, I think. What do you think about that? Dip and shot, heading, no look pass. I think we're going to do it, lads. It's going to cost me 363, though. What do you think? The only other player I could give it to, realistically, is Collar. And Collar already has that. There's nobody else really. Messi, I don't really want heading on Messi. And he also has a couple of those. I just want to make sure, lads, 1 second, right? Always make sure that if you make the mistake, you can go back and do it. The only thing that I don't need on Robbie, he already has fighting spirit. Make sure your players are locked. Oh no, shit. Look at this Robbie, lads. That is a decent card, man. Super sub, no look pass, heading and dip and shot. That is decent. Now, on this account, lads, we want to play with different players that we don't usually play with. So I think Robbie is going to be the man for me. And Collar now has additional skills as well. They don't come up there. You have to go into them. All right, we've time for one game, lads. Lucas, I will drop you the link, man. Hope the connection is good. It has been good the last few days, man. All right, Lucas, let me know if you can join this friend match. Create 1v1 room. Password. All right, there we go, Lucas. You should have got that on Discord, man. Let me know. Alex, welcome to the first team, brother. Welcome, man. Thank you so much. Absolute legend. Alex, we definitely need to work on something, man. We definitely need to mix the mobile / console creative juices and get something going. On something, if you'd be up for that. Because I actually genuinely would like to see the mobile game, and like I watch all your videos and stuff. I think I just need to get my head around the difference between that and console. It's very difficult to go from console to mobile, and I presume it's the same for you as well. Well, thank you so much, bro. I'm eating large D's. Goated or not? Dairy Lee Dunkers. Goated or not? Cheesy dip. Pretty decent. Okay, match time has to be a bit earlier. We'll go straight to penalties. 1 sub interval. And we're going to go excellent form for me and bad form for Lucas. Here, Lucas, terrible. How about that? That'd be funny, man. All right, let's go. Oh, they're nice, actually, lads. Yeah, I'd be definitely up for crossplay if it's done right, but it all depends on the servers, man. I mean, other games do it very successfully. I'll tell you, Collar is an upgraded Niall Quinn. Collar is a demon, lads. You don't realize. Orlando, greetings from Ireland to Mexico. I have a video up on Marquinhos on my channel, and you should be able to access it here. Lads, we're nearly at 30,000 followers as well, man. We're nearly at 30,000 followers. I think we're like 500 clear. 500 away. Oh, we're not actually. We're only 60 away. We're only 60 away now, which isn't bad.
Não estacionem do lado de fora do estádio. Agradecemos a cooperação.
All right, Alex, let's see what you're or Lucas, let's see what you're rocking with. 2589. All right, I'll mix it up a bit. I'll bring on Gavardi. I don't even have the players, man, to do that. All right, let's crack on. Let's crack on, Lucas. You're going down, bro. Let's check the connection, man. I hope the connection is good. I think they've improved the connection. Alex, I couldn't agree more, bro. The biggest problem with this game at the moment is there's no social hook at all. There's no social hub to... Like, we have to create the social hubs amongst our own community. Which Discord and all that is brilliant. But there needs to be, like, tracking, goals scored. Like, imagine me being able to invite 20 people into a lobby. And they play all their matches. And at the end of the month, we can see who scored the most goals, who played the most games. You know, like, imagine having a Master League online that you could play as well. That you could play a lot of games. Oh, it's coming into the king. Lucas, you're in trouble. Oof. That would be my ultimate, lads, is to have a mode like Master League. Oh, what a ball. That you can invite in and have all the fixtures, have everything ready to go, and just be able to play online if you wanted to. Oh, what a pass. Oh, brilliant defending. Oh, Robbie. Curler! Oof. Because there is no social hook there at the moment. Like, even on Warzone, which I struggle with the new Warzone. It's not as enjoyable to me as Warzone 1, like the original one. But sometimes it's just fun to... Sometimes it's fun just to get in a lobby and, like, you know, talk crap to each other and mess and have the crack and whatever. Rebury would be good, yeah. Yeah, imagine being able to start like a co-op Master League, right? Where, like, we could have like there could be 6 of us playing. We all pick a team. So I pick United. Lucas picks Chelsea. Alex picks Arsenal. Grello and Ron pick Aston Villa and Everton. And then every fixture that I'm playing in my Master League, where I come up against Aston Villa or Everton or one of the user-created teams, I'm playing against the team that you've amassed. Either I'm playing you in a 1v1, or I'm playing an AI version of the game, where the AI plays on Legend difficulty or Superstar difficulty. But it takes into consideration all your transfers, all your tactics, like manager mode, except I'm actively playing your squad that you've built. So if you're not around to play your fixture and I'm on, I can just basically play my fixture without your input, or else we can organize a game. You know what I mean? Where we can schedule the game to play it whenever we want. And it's done in a, you know, you still have the same Master League experience or whatever. And when there isn't a user there to play, you just play the AI. But it would be fun, man. Lucas, I'm eating my Larry Lee. Yeah, Alex. I mean, definitely, man. It would be really fun. Robbie. Touch and go, Robbie. Yes, collar. Yes. Oh, just off, lads. Like the carton of milk, I tried to drink some milk this morning. It was just off, like Robbie there. Just off. Just slightly off. Still chanced it. Lads, these little Dairy Lee Dunkers are delicious. They're delightful. Aston RB. Alright, that's your lot, Barry. That's your lot. Ah, King. Come on, King. Lovely. Give it to the King, lads. Oh, what a ball. Oh! I think holding the ball is a little bit easier now than it was last week. But I also think the biggest change has come from, I think a lot of people play co-op, and I think that they they probably overloaded the servers, so that's why a lot of games were heavy on the co-op. I'm eating a Dairy Lee Dunkable, man. Or what are they called? Dairy Lee Dunkers. These things. Look. If you can see them. Basically like cheese and breadsticks. You can see the difference in team strength though. Because like I'm literally just winning the ball back. Oh, collar. I'm winning the ball back without even any input. Look, my player's positioning. See what I mean? That's where I think the game, once you have a fairly solid team, formation-wise, that's where you see the differences in tactics and stuff. Lorenzo, I usually do play Subscriber Showdown, but we're going to be finishing the stream after this one. It's only a short stream, so That's why I haven't really set up
Senhoras e senhores,
the
tenham
game
a
too deep.
gentileza de remover os carros estacionados na rua em frente ao estádio.
I need to get my hair cut, lads. I've really let myself go, lads. I've really let myself go in the last few days when I've been sick. Do you know when you're sick, you don't want to do anything but like eat shit and crave sugar, or else if your stomach is sick, you don't want to eat nothing. Just drink water. I think they will, Alex. I think that they'll definitely add some sort of edit mode to it. I mean, they have to, really. Now, what we'll be able to edit within that compared to the old games will be interesting to see. I don't know what's going to happen there. Especially, I think we'll know a lot more within the next... I'd say within the next month, we're going to know a hell of a lot more as the future of eFootball 24. Defending. Stalemate so far, lads. Nice, DePaul. Lovely tackle. Keeper. Keeper moving now. Lovely spread, lads. Oh, man. Player just stood up there. It's alright. Take it. Collar knocked down. Yeah, we usually play the subscriber showdown every week until they added co-op. But yeah, to me, co-op is a lot more fun because you can involve 5 other people. Perisic. That's what you're built for. Good defending. Yeah, like with the new season, that's what it is. Like, there's going to be a lot of transfers that they'll need to switch out. So that's why I think that we'll see big updates. I mean, look, it makes sense, man. If you're waiting to make changes, you're going to want to make them with eFootball 2024. You're not like, yeah, I know people will complain and say, yeah, oh, this is beautiful football. I know everyone wants changes like instantly, but realistically, from a business point of view, you're not going to make changes, like wholesome changes to the game, like unless it's just testing things out, which they've done with co-op now. You know, they've tested co-op out now. So now it's time to change things up a bit. And I think that eFootball 24 will be the one. So it's not going to be, for me personally speaking, I think that they're going to change things a lot for eFootball 2024, but it just depends on the schedule that they have. Like whether they're going to change them at launch or they're going to change them halfway through. Because they're not really tied to a set, I don't know, like kind of release schedule now. Ref! That should be it, man. That should be a definite penalty for me. Lucas, you're filthy. Time is going so fast in this game, lads. It's definitely going to penalties. Collar is going to be the man for the penalties, though. Oh! Robbie! Sorry, Lucas. I don't know, was it lag? There's Lucas. There's Robbie, just as you said it. Was that lag, Lucas? Because I can't tell on my screen whether your connection is bad or not, man. I think they'll make a lot of changes to eFootball 2024. I mean, they'll have to. Because it's very bare bones at the moment. Like, there isn't much to do apart from the content loop of Monday, Thursday cards and events that are rinsed and repeated. There has to be something else there to kind of retain players, because there's just so many games, like there's so many free-to-play games out there now that you have to have something a little different. Oh, good interception. I didn't do Robbie's celebration. I didn't want to be toxic, man. But he does do the celebration. Under's not bad, lads. Wouldn't say he's amazing, but he's not bad. Lorenzo, I think it's going to be the Young Stars release first. I could be wrong. It depends what they add. Sometimes they add different ones, even though they're in the database.
Camisa 69. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 17.
Oh, I was trying to get Robbie away. GG, man. That was a really quick game. It was only an 8-minute match. I got lucky with that goal from Robbie. I hope they add more filters. Yeah, they probably will. They probably will. They probably will add more filters. So I get my 10-day contract. And we're ready to go. GG, Lucas. I got to run, man. I got to run because I have to go at 2:30. And it is now 2:30. But I will definitely go on. Lucas, let me know if you're around later, man. I won't be streaming. But I will get a game or two in with you. Because that connection to me, hopefully for you as well. But that connection to me felt flawless, man. It was really nice. I think they've definitely improved the connection the last few days. So let me know. Hopefully it was good for you so we can get another few in. They will add filters. Yeah, they will add filters. That game was smooth. Nice. Yes, yes, yes. That is good to hear, man. Definitely. Yeah, Lucas, I just said it in the first half. You could see, like, your team, the positioning of the players when you've got a better team is night and day. My players were just positioning themselves by themselves. GG's, Alex. Thanks again, man. Thanks for the first team star membership as well. Legend, as always. Ron, peace as well, man. Peace to everybody. Have a good weekend. I will have another video up later. We'll have the Marquinhos, the big time, and the big time review. We'll have the 2-player builds of Cabela and Marquinhos. And then we have a video coming tomorrow on the co-op, Road to Glory, Dream Team Chronicles if you missed the live stream. We'll pretty much have everything back again. So, GG to Lucas for playing in the match. We got a good goal with Robbie Jobby Keane. He is the main man. We're after giving him a load of different cards. But our super sub skills. But yeah, that's it from me, lads. I will be back. We just did a short stream today, just over an hour. If you've missed it or you're catching it late, you can watch it back or else watch the YouTube highlights pack. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And we will talk to you in a bit. Peace.